So, energetically, us, how do we deal with these intensities? How do we deal with things that we can't let go of? Maybe there's something that happened yesterday that's really heavy on our minds or on our hearts, and we can't seem to let it go no matter what we do. Or maybe there's something that you might have done that's so terrible that you can't seem to let go of it. Okay. What do we do energetically as multidimensionals to pull our energies back to the moment? What do we do? And that's the next piece I want to talk about. There is something very, very simple. It just takes time and focus to help bring us back into the moment. So you guys know, when you have a lot of interactions through the day, I know some of us are much more in public than others. Many of us are semi-hermits, or we just interact with the same handful of people on a daily basis. And for us, it may be a little easier. But for those that, have a lot of interaction with the outside world, a lot of people in our lives, a lot of things happening like that, this may be much more relevant and a little bit more, take a little more focus. And so there's a technique that is so essential for sensitives like us, for empaths like us to do. And this is something we do when we go to bed. And this will also help consolidate your energy for a real potent dream time too. And what that is the what does it look like? What is the technique of calling your energy back? What is it to call your energy back? Okay. Now, if there was an event that happened in the day that you're still thinking about when you go to bed, or you can't stop thinking about, or you're going into these reels, maybe it was a hostile moment, maybe it was a really rough exchange with somebody, maybe it was something deeply tragic, whatever the emotional charge is, it is very, very significant for us starseeds and way showers to call our energy back from those scenarios. Because what happens is that we still have mental, emotional, even spiritual energy out in that scenario, in that landscape, with those people, with that person. And that impacts us. That impacts us in our dream time. It impacts us with the kinds of control we feel, command we have of our mental, emotional space. It can be very, very draining if we don't call our energy back from those moments. So the added benefit from doing this practice, and this is something we teach about in Essentials, is that it also gives you a moment to reflect on the things that maybe you wish you said or wish you didn't say, or think something that you should have done or maybe didn't do. It helps you reflect on how you be in a day and how your interactions were. Because it's difficult to stay in your energy and stay behind your eyes and in your rhythms when you're interacting with a lot of humans whose default is not on that bandwidth, right? On default, most humans are completely slimy. They're totally out of their bodies, and they have these tendrils coming out of their energy field, trying to control and influence the things around them subconsciously, and that impacts us. That impacts us as sensitives, as starseeds, as empaths. So what it looks like is, you're whatever your night routine is, while you're lying in bed, before you really fall asleep, what you want to do is reflect on the day, different interactions. You can go sequentially, going from most recent to back, or you can start with the most back to front, right? You can do either. Or you can do like what I do, because I'm super ADD, is I go with the one that has the most charge. And the one that has the most charge is the one that I have thought loops about, or I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about, a lot of emotions or whatever. I have a lot of charge. So when you have a lot of thoughts and feelings about something, that is a charge, an energetic charge. So what you do is while you're laying down in bed, reflecting on your day, start wherever you want to start. I start with the one with the most charge. And I first think about the scenario. What is it that's bothering me about it? Do I wish I said something? Do I wish I didn't say something? Do I wish that I handled it differently? Like, what are my feelings about it? Because if you don't address your feelings about it, it will be difficult to call your energy back. So you really need to get to what your feelings are about it, what's bothering you about it, what's great about it, what's not great about it, all that. And once you take stock on the internal environment in relationship to those moments in that day, take stock and you acknowledge everything you need to acknowledge, then you can start calling your energy back. You can start calling it back home to you. Okay? It doesn't work just to call your energy back and not reflect about your feelings and thoughts. You really need to know what is going on in your internal environment in relationship to that scenario, or else you're limited to how much of your energy you're going to be able to call back. Okay? Because there are times when people are actually purposefully hammering to get energy from us, or purposely invading space, right? So there are dynamics involved. So you take stock in how you feel. What's the feeling? What's the emotion? What's the blame? What's the aim? What all that stuff. What is all this? And once you come full circle with it, then you can call your energy back, and that quantum is now back with you. If you make this a practice, like every night, lay down, think about your day, start wherever, like I said, with the most charge or sequentially, however your brain works, you're going to be able to call your energy back, and then you can truly let go of that day. You can truly let it go. It's not just telling yourself you have to let it go and screw how you're feeling. No, 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 no. It's taking stock on how you're feeling, learning the wisdom that comes from that reflection, really feeling into the truth of what is being shown to you in those moments. And now you are gaining wisdom from that interaction, and you are pulling your energy back. And then, and only then, is it truly done. Can you truly let it go? Okay. And a similar practice can be done for tomorrow as well. And that looks like, for an empath or an interdimensional like us, is that we will be consumed with worry, will be consumed with anxiety, will be consumed with angst about the future. And when we do that, we are actually projecting our mental, emotional energy into the future. Okay. And it can get anchored into places that haven't happened yet, but it can get anchored into potential outcomes that then manifest that outcome. You see what I mean? So after you've mastered the habit of calling your energy back from your day while you're, before you go to bed, you can add in this extra piece about calling your energy back from the future. So the more quantum of you can be with yourself in the here and now as you drift off to sleep and into dream time. This is a very, very healthy thing to do. And for people who have difficulty with the practice of staying behind your eyes, this practice right here that I'm talking about is a game changer for you. Okay? A game changer. Our power is in the now, always. And because of that, it doesn't matter what conspiracy theory might be true or not. It doesn't matter. Because the now is all that matters. What you do with your energy right now, is it in alignment with your truth, with your authenticity? And in that, you are bringing the medicine of your presence to the moment. You are practicing a medicine that heals the moment by being fully present with it. So you are changing reality by being here now in the fullest capacity that you have. You see what I mean? This is the beautiful thing about waking up to who you are as a multidimensional. All the sin and shame programs are clearly stupid. You know what I mean? It's like the idea that humans are the poison of this planet is ludicrous. It's the systems, and I've said this many times before in the chat, it's the systems that the humans are plugged into that are poison to this planet, not the humans themselves. We are the medicine. We are the solutions to the problems of this world. It just means that we need to be authentic. We need to be real, courageous, truthful. Okay, that's the medicine of who we are.